I've been on a bus, and where I've been is I've been to the Asda, and I don't normally shop at the Asda, but I'd looked online, I'd run out of Horlicks, and I can't believe I haven't got any in my stockpile. And when I've looked, it's £3.75, but on special offer at Sainsbury's, Morrison's, and I think at Asda it was £3.25. But when I was looking at Asda, they've got their own malt milk drink for £2. So I thought I will try that. And so I went on a bus, and that was a tale in itself. Because the bus, I looked online, and I thought I'll get this particular bus. And when the bus came, I thought, well, that's not the right number. So when it stopped, I said, do you go near the Asda? So I said, yes. And then I went and sat down, and then he got out of his seat and he apologised to everybody. He'd gone the wrong way. It wasn't the usual bus that went this way. So we had to go to a different village in the opposite direction. Anyway, I ended up at the Asda, and this is what I've bought. This is the malted milk drink that was £2. And I'll try that, because the Horlicks was actually, well, even on special offer it was £3.25, and this is £2. So if I like it, I might get some more. But I did get 2. They had sweet potatoes on special offer at 89p, and they had these brunch bars, chocolate chip, Cadbury's Bourneville. They were on special offer at 89p. And I do like these Sleep Aid, £4 each for 60 tablets, but it was 3 for the price of 2. So I got 3 for £8, and I bought some of these. I do like these. These are those 4 sour cherry scones, and they are lovely. So those were £2, I don't know if I said. So all in all, I spent £15.89, and I might have one of those now for pudding. Because on my way out of Asda, I saw this special offer. So I stopped at the Asda for tea. It was lovely tomato soup, and I was given 3 little butters with it. I only used 1, so I brought the other 2 home to have with these delicious scones. And later on in the evening, we had a free firework display. Well, all the neighbours round me set off all their fireworks. It's Sunday, and I was going to make some bread, but it's a nice day, so I'm going out again. I think you've just got to make the most of the days when they're nice days. Anyway, I called it a little, and I got this farmhouse loaf, and bless him, he was just reducing it, so I got 30% off. It had been 85, was it 85? And it was down to 59p. I got some of their 50% less mature cheese, that's £2.55. 12 of their meatballs, those were on special offer at £2.19. I did pick some sweeteners up in Asda yesterday and put them back. I thought they were cheaper here. I'm not terribly sure they are. Anyway, those were 69p. The fig rolls, those have been there are a few things actually that have been reduced in price, and the fig rolls was one. Those are now 49p. And on their special offer at the end of the aisle for fresh fruit and veg, they've got this large bag of British baking potatoes, and those were £1.29. So all in all, I spent there £7.80. I just had to show you the size of these potatoes. If only I could grow potatoes that big. And this is a quick sandwich I've made. I've just squashed 4 of the meatballs, 2 strips of the bacon, some of the baby leaf salad that got left, that got reduced. And that's my quick lunch before I go out and make the most of the day. Time to dig out the winter things. That's a hood for a coat that I'd taken off. Oh, I'd forgotten I'd bought those. Those were in a sale. It was a shop that was closing down, and they are waterproof. Oh, they're going to be lovely and warm. I do go on a bus a lot. I do have a car, as you probably know, and I go on a bus occasionally. Very occasionally I'll go on a train, although I do prefer a train to a bus. But I do have my free bus pass. So it makes no sense really, especially if I'm going into a city. Or it's a nice change to be driven as opposed to driving, especially on these double-decker buses. You get a good view, but if you're not sitting where the vents are and it's the heaters on, they can be quite drafty. So those will be ideal. So I'm just going to switch my things about, put the summer sandals away and get the warm winter things out. And talking of keeping warm, just like last year, they've opened up the libraries again and other warm spaces for people to sit and get warm, have a chat, free tea and coffee. I'm in the library here at Wetherby. Could read a book, or like me, tackle the jigsaw. And when I was passing Tesco's on the same day, it turned out it was Christmas. They were giving away lots of free samples. There was cheese, Pringles, soup, red wine, mince pie. But when I got home, I'd got 4 meatballs left. And I thought, how far can I stretch these? Just using up the last of the 4 meatballs. Those potatoes that I've got, those baking potatoes, they're too big for baking potatoes, so I've decided to do some mashed potatoes. And so that they cook quick, I've cut them quite small, and in the same pan I'm cooking some sweet potato as well. So I've decided to mash them both together, and I'm cooking the last of the 4 meatballs, and I've also broken those down and made those smaller. And in the same pan I've cooked a little bit of celery, one of the pears, those foraged pears, and the carrots that I'd got left, along with a stock cube and just a bit of cornstarch to thicken it. And just before I thickened it, I put 3 stalks of the pak choi on top and just let them wilt down. So that's my tea tonight. It looks absolutely delicious. And for pudding, I've just got well, it's a third of a tin of those peaches that you can get at most places. Most of the supermarkets, their basic range, 34p. I actually wash the syrup off. I don't have the syrup. But that's my tea tonight. Take care, people.